We have some friends who are visiting from out of town, and they're going to be over here this afternoon, and so we are going to cook the entire meal inside of the Fontana oven, and we're going to show you the process as we do that. Alright, so on the menu we're going to cook a pork loin with some potatoes, and then we have some French baguettes that we'll do in the oven, and then the last thing we're going to cook are a couple of different cobblers. So we're going to cook the entire meal in the oven. We're looking forward to it.
Just came into the garden to get some fresh sage and some fresh rosemary. For the rub, I will add some crushed garlic, pepper, sea salt, and some hot pepper. With the mezzaluna, I am mincing all the fresh herbs together. Now that the herbs have been nicely chopped up, we'll sprinkle them on top of the roast. Drizzle some good extra virgin olive oil on top, and then finally with our hands we'll rub all the herbs into the roast.
I'm just using some scrap wood that I have around, some broken branches, and in a second I'm going to close the door so it creates a draft. Alright, let's see if it's catching here. And we'll put some larger pieces in.
I put the pan inside to get it nice and hot. Now Kirk is going to put in some olive oil. And here come these beautiful roasts. Listen to it sizzling. We peel the potatoes and cut them into bite-sized pieces. We season the potatoes with some chopped up rosemary, some crushed garlic, some fresh extra virgin olive oil, salt, a little pepper, and some tomatoes. At the very end, we added some broth. It's time to turn the roast around. Beautiful. We'll let them brown on the other side for a little bit, and then at that point we will add some white wine and some broth. So we usually have a baking day and we make a lot of bread, and very often we will freeze it, and so that's what we just did. We took some of this bread out of the freezer, and since the oven is nice and hot, we are going to place these baguettes in there.
Now that we have it good and brown, we're going to use the rest of our white wine and then the juices from the marinade. Alright, we're going to put it back in. It's starting to smell incredible.
This is just such a satisfying thing that you can cook so many different things in the oven. It is incredibly versatile. Here is our bread.
Alright, now we're going to take the bread out. Now we're going to take the potatoes out. Okay, since the oven's on, we're going to make some desserts. And what we're going to do tonight is a cobbler. Good southern peach cobbler and a blueberry cobbler since it's blueberry season. When I was a little kid, one of my friend's mothers made this simple cobbler recipe, and it's a favorite of our family. It's a very simple recipe. It's 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of flour, and 1 cup of sugar, and you just cut it together and pour it on top. I doubled the recipe since we're doing 2 of them. Alright, first of all, we're just going to put our fruit in. These are some freshly cut South Carolina peaches that we're going to layer in the bottom. All you do is just sprinkle it on top, and then we'll stick it in the oven when we finish up cooking our roast, and we'll cook it at about 350 for about an hour. Let me just baste them a little bit as I take it out. cobblers are going in. All right, here is dessert. From start to finish in the Fontana. Now we just need some ice cream.
Delicious. We should try 16.